So here we are, on another video about affiliate marketing. You've probably watched plenty of these videos and tried this, that, and the other, but nothing seems to work for you. Maybe you even invested in countless training programs, maybe you invested in lots of money in advertising, or spent lots of time trying to convince people, only to find that none of these things worked in your favor. It's never a great feeling when you put in lots of time and or money into something, and then get little to no results from it. So in this video, you're going to learn the full step-by-step blueprint on how to succeed in affiliate marketing as a complete beginner. And as a bonus, if you stay till the very end, you're also going to learn the #1 reason why most affiliates fail and how you can avoid this common trap. Without further ado, let's dive right in. Alright, so in this video I have 5 steps that I'm actually going to be going over to help you really build up your affiliate marketing business properly, so that this way you can get those long-term results. So I'm very excited to get into this, but the #1 thing that I want to go over real quick is that if you really want to get long-term success online, you have to be willing to, of course, take action. That's really the most important thing. If you don't take action on what I show you in this video, or you're just someone who just likes to, watch videos and you don't really like to really put in the work, then you're not really going to get those long-term results. So I just want to, of course, put that out of the way. But let's go ahead and move in and get right into step #1, which is picking your niche. So when it comes to affiliate marketing, of course, there's plenty of different products you can choose to promote. There's the woodworking niche, there is, gaming, there's skincare, there is crypto. There's a whole bunch of different niches that you can decide to get into. Various different products you can promote, various different audiences. But when you are completely brand new and you're really looking to make, long-term, commissions online where you can, really get that, big earning potential, here's the thing that you really want to think about. You want to not only think about, what is it that you're passionate about and, knowledgeable about, but you also want to think about where there's a big earning potential as well. Because, when it comes to picking a niche, there's some niches that, of course, have a bigger earning potential than others because there's, of course, a much bigger demand for it. So when you're completely brand new, there's 3 different niches that you can get into that I'd say are the safest when it comes to really building up a long-term business. And these 3 niches are, I'd say, the top 3 evergreen niches, which are, there is health and wellness, there is make money online or business, and then there's also relationships. Now, I think that you and I can agree that as long as the internet exists, there is always going to be thousands of people coming online every single day looking for new information on how to get into better shape, right? How to get six-pack abs, how to make money online, how to grow an online business, how to find the love of their life. People are always looking up these things online. So of course, there's always going to be a huge need for information inside of these 3 niches right here. So if you are at least somewhat knowledgeable or passionate about one of these 3 niches and you feel that you could help others with that, then I definitely highly recommend getting into one of these 3 niches right here. So these, I'd say, are the top 3 evergreen niches, and if you, of course, get into them, then you have a better chance of getting long-term success online. Rather if you're just going into something like, the gaming niche, for example, which may not be as in demand, or people may not be willing to pay as much for information in that, for example. So I always recommend go for something where you're passionate about and there's also a huge earning potential with as well. Because if you're going to be putting in lots of time into this, then you might as well go where, of course, the money is, and of course get those long-term results online. So your first step is really to pick your niche, and the second step, once you find your niche, is you want to find affiliate programs to join. Now, there's plenty of them out there, but I'd say the top 2 right now that I would recommend looking into are ClickBank and Digistore24. So both of these marketplaces are, big marketplaces. ClickBank has, of course, been around for, I think, a little over 20 years, and Digistore24 is a bit of a newer one, but it is quickly growing quite fast. It's, almost big as ClickBank now. And, these 2 marketplaces, they have products in multiple different niches that you could decide to get into. So depending on the niche that you got into, chances are there's something inside of ClickBank that you could promote in that niche, or even with Digistore, for example. But if you want to find something more specific towards your niche, all you have to do is just go online and look up your affiliate, your niche plus affiliate program. So for example, if you're getting into the dating niche, right, you could simply just search up dating affiliate programs, and you'll find plenty of articles and different programs that you could decide to join about that specific niche right here. So here's one article right here, 13 best dating affiliate programs. So again, if you're interested in that and you feel that you could help others with that specific niche right there, then you can look into this, see exactly what is out there, and then you can decide to find affiliate programs there. But what I recommend is sign up for as many as you can, because this way you're going to have much more options. But once you do that, then your third step really comes down to finding a product to promote. So again, there's lots of things you could decide to promote, but the one thing that I want to really warn you about, and this is kind of the thing that gives affiliate marketing a bit of a bad name, is that there tends to be a lot of garbage going around out there. And I'd say this is especially the case if you're getting into like the online business or health and wellness niche even. There tends to be a lot of garbage products out there where, you know, people, they just compile a bunch of random information and then they just kind of throw it up on there, just kind of hoping to make a quick buck. So you as the affiliate, you want to really take note of this and understand that there's a lot of garbage out there. But what you want to do is you want to find products that are of good quality, so that this way you could, you know, when you recommend them to your audience, you feel good about it. You know that's going to help them. You know, if you just decide to market anything and everything, then people are going to see right through you. They're going to know that you're just there trying to suck money out of them, and they're not really going to trust you in the long term. So again, I always recommend find something that is of good quality, and then you could decide to, of course, market that online. So here I just went into the e-business and e-marketing niche, for example, and to find a product, what you could do is inside a ClickBank, at least, you could sort by, you know, popularity. You could sort by average repill, which basically means like products that have, you know, recurring commissions. And then there's also gravity, and this basically means that a lot of affiliates are selling it well, which is one thing that I definitely recommend looking into. But if we search by gravity, for example, you'll find a ton of products that are, of course, selling very well. So here's one right here called Perpetual Income 365, and this basically means that a lot of people are selling it very well. So this has a gravity score of 231.15, and basically anything that is over 100 is generally a great option to consider going with if you're completely brand new. But you can look through the different options that they have here. Again, there's just tons of them out there, and you know, it even shows like the commission amount that you would get. So for example, if we promote this ClickBank University offer right here, this would pay out a commission of $246 per single sale that you get of this program right here. So if you want to promote this offer, for example, all you would do is click on the promote button, you enter your username right there, you click on generate hop links, and then from here it gives you your own link to where anytime someone goes through this link and they decide to buy that product, that is when you of course get paid that commission. Hey, real quick, if you're getting value in this video so far, remember to hit that like button because it helps spread this message to more people, and also be sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a new video. And before we dive back in, I want to ask you a question. And that is, what do you feel has been your biggest obstacle in affiliate marketing so far? Let me know in the comments down below if you feel there is anything preventing you from having success online. This way I could better understand how I could help you in your journey. But without further ado, let's dive back into the video. So once you have a product that you want to promote, once you find something that you feel is worth promoting, your next step really comes down to building your marketing engine. Or also, you could also refer this to as like a sales process or whatever other case is, but you want to have your marketing engine built up. And this is actually something that a lot of newbies tend to forget. A lot of people make this mistake of thinking, well, because I have this amazing product and I got my affiliate link, then all I have to do is just, you know, put this link all over the place and people will just magically click on my link and they'll buy, you know, whatever it is that I'm trying to market, right? Well, this couldn't be any farther from the truth because people buy from those that they know, like, and trust. So what you need to be willing to do, and you have to understand exactly how to really, of course, take action on, is, of course, building up that credibility with your audience. So there's 3 must-have tools when it comes to building your marketing engine. And the first is a sales funnel builder. This is what allows you to build up sales funnels that pretty much take your customers through a very specific process. There's also the email autoresponder, and this is what you'll use to follow up with your leads. And then there's also the tracking software. And this is what allows you to pretty much identify exactly what's working in your business and what maybe you could decide to cut back on. So as you're sending lots of traffic over through your funnel, you're going to have some methods that are working for you and other methods that are not. And that's kind of the way of business is you have to identify what exactly is working, what to focus on more of, and then what you should maybe focus on less. So when you have these 3 tools right here, this is going to allow you to build up your business much more efficiently, and it's going to allow you to get those long-term results. So I'm actually going to show you exactly what this entire marketing engine looks like, so this way you can get a much better idea. So when it comes to really building your business online, the number one thing that you must have is a sales funnel in place. And the way that this, of course, looks is it starts off with a capture page. So I'll draw this out here. This right here is a simple web page. It's kind of like a website, but it's designed to take your customers, your potential customers, through a very specific linear process. And the way that this page looks is it's a simple one page that pretty much has a headline at the top that says something along the lines of, would you like to learn how to get six-pack abs in the next, 90 days? If so, enter your name and email down below, and then you could decide to, of course, learn more, right? You'll get access to a free ebook, a free PDF guide, a free, training series or something along those lines. And when you send people to this page instead of an affiliate link, they have two options. They could either decide to enter their name and email if they want to learn more, or they could decide to leave the page. Now, as you're sending traffic to this page, you're going to have people who, of course, opt in, and you'll have people that, maybe won't opt in. So when they decide to opt in into this form right here, they enter their name and email, then they get taken to the next step in the funnel, which can be known as your thank you page, or also known as a bridge page. You could even offer something for free on the front end. You could offer like a free ebook, a free training series, and this is what will allow you to build up trust a lot faster is if you're providing something up front for free. So you could provide a free video series, you could provide a free ebook, or you could simply just provide a video of yourself, or like an article where you pretty much go over exactly how you overcame that problem that you were facing. So of course, the product that you're going to be recommending, you want to have some sort of story with it, of if it has of course helped you, or maybe it helped someone else that where you could share their story. And stories are really known to, of course, help so well. So when you have either a video up or maybe an article where you pretty much go over your story, you go over exactly what that is all about and how they could, of course, achieve that result. You could have a call to action at the end of the video and say, if you are ready to make this change in your life, all you have to do is click on the button down below, and that is when they can decide if they want to learn more. They simply click on the button, and then they'll be taken over to the sales page of that product. And this is where you could then lead them to your affiliate link. So of course, they go to that sales page of the product, and once, by the time they get to, this page right here, because you've taken the time to really pre-frame them, you've taken the time to really build up trust with them on this page, they already have gotten to know you much more, and they're going to be much more interested in, of course, buying that product, because pre-framing is really everything when it comes to marketing online. If you don't understand how to really pre-frame people, and you're just sending them straight to an offer, then the chances of them converting are going to be very low. So you want to really focus on pre-framing, and once that you get them to the sales page, they're going to be much more interested. So when they get on this page right here and they decide to buy that product, you then get paid a commission. So that's pretty much how that all works. Now, let's say that you send someone through this entire process and they don't decide to buy the product right there in the front end. Well, this right here is really no big deal, because when they enter their email on this page, they get put onto your email list where you could then follow up with them. And at any point, you could send them an email, getting them back to the offer at any point. You could send them an article that you've maybe written if you have a blog. Maybe you have a YouTube channel, and you could send them, videos. Or maybe you could decide to connect with them one-on-one. You can call them up. You could connect with them through Facebook Messenger. That's another thing you could do. But there's a whole bunch of things you could do to really build up credibility with your audience. You could even provide them something of value for free, as I had kind of mentioned. But as you're doing this consistently, the more you do this consistently, the more likely people are, of course, going to decide to convert into actual buyers. So this right here is the entire system that you want to have in place when you are deciding to market online. Because when you have this in place, it helps you stand out from everyone else that's just trying to get traffic to their link. And this is how you really look unique from everyone else. So if you want to learn more about how to do this, all this right here that I mentioned, I do have a free training that, of course, goes more in depth about how to really set all this up. So you can, of course, click on that first link and it'll, of course, take you to that training if you want to check that out. Otherwise, let's actually move on to the next step, which is driving traffic. So once you have your marketing system built up, then it really comes down to getting traffic over to your link. So how exactly do you go about getting people to your capture page? So there's plenty of different ways you can, of course, go about this. Of course, you have Facebook ads, you have Google ads, you have Bing ads. You could even do something known as solo ads, which can get you lots of traffic very quickly, usually within 24 hours. There's influencers. There's a whole bunch of things you could do to get traffic to your link. But what you want to do is you want to pick one method. This is what I prefer. If you're someone who's completely brand new and you haven't really had much success in the long term, what I recommend that you do is pick one traffic source, and then you want to decide, okay, I'm going to master this source, and I'm going to do everything that it takes to get lots of traffic to your capture page. So as you are sending lots of traffic to your capture page, whether this be through Facebook, whether it's through influencers, whether it's through solo ads, whatever the case is, as you're sending them to this page, you will then be building up your email list. And this is going to be your biggest asset when it comes to your online business. Your email list is what will allow you to really get those long-term results with anything that you want to promote, is by having this built up. So as you're sending lots of traffic, you could then send them back to the offer at any point, which I'd kind of already went over, but you want to be consistent with one source, and the more consistent you can get, the more you can really focus on getting in front of your target audience. Then this way you're going to have much longer success, much more success in the long term right there. So those are the 5 main steps that I want to go over. So now that you made it to this point in the video, I want to talk specifically about what is the number one thing that kept me broke for well over 2 years, and how did I go from 2 years of failure to finally generating my first big commissions online, as you can see right here. This is from one of the programs that I'm currently in called the 4%. And inside this program, I was able to make almost my first $1,000 with just this one income stream alone. So this is just with this program. And even last night I had another sale come in of like $65. This is from a hosting program called Bluehost. But what was it that allowed me to generate these first big commissions online? So there's one thing that I changed that allowed me to, of course, make that jump. And this is actually one thing that I've noticed with a lot of the, big successful names in affiliate marketing that, of course, get, results with pretty much anything that they want to go in. And what I want you to do right now is, if you're in any sort of high-ticket affiliate program, if you're in any business opportunity, if you're in any network marketing company, whatever it is that you're into right now, what I want you to try doing is go to the leaderboard section in that company, in that program that you're in, and look at the top 5 big names that are making the most money online. What I want you to do is take those names and look them up into Google, look them up into YouTube, look them up into Facebook, and see what it is that you could find. Now, I want you to ask yourself this question. What is it that these big names have in common with each other? What is it that they all have in common? The one thing that they have in common is that they all have an audience. And this right here is the number one thing that separates the successful marketers from those that never succeed. The reason why most people fail is because they never focus on building up an audience. Really think about that for a minute, right? The average person who gets online, they get their affiliate link, and then they decide to go all over Facebook, they spam their link, they go in YouTube comment sections, that they hide behind a faceless profile, they spam their link, as you can see right here. Again, 2 ways to make money online free. This will blow your mind. Click on my link right here and buy my product. Here's someone who just spams a link, doesn't say anything. This right here is the number one thing that separates those who actually get results versus those who never really make that much money, is they actually focus on building up an audience of people that know, like, and trust them. So here's the thing that I did personally that would actually allow me to get these first big results online. What I did was I focused on building up a YouTube channel. And in my case, funny thing is, I, for a very long time, did not feel comfortable on camera. I never wanted to create videos. I, for a very long time, wanted to, hide behind my computer screen, buy some clicks from Udemy, send it to my link, and hopefully, if I do this long enough, I'll be able to get long-term, sales online, right? Well, this actually was the thing that kept me broke for a very long time, and it wasn't until I decided to step out of my comfort zone and I decided to really focus on putting up value out there. So what I did is I started my own YouTube channel, and I decided that I was going to start putting up videos on a consistent basis. So after hearing my mentor recommend, okay, start focusing on, creating content, put up videos, and focus on adding value, this was what allowed me to get those first big commissions online, was by doing YouTube. So there's tons of people that I actually follow that they actually, did this, so for example, here's another guy that I follow named Aaron Chen, and he's built a large portion of his business with YouTube. So what he did is he focused, very heavily on building up an audience on YouTube, and this is what allows him to pretty much get results with anything that he decides to promote. So because he has a following on YouTube who, they know, like, and trust Aaron, he could pretty much go into any high ticket program, and he could very easily, just like that, get results with anything that he decides to promote. And this doesn't have to be with YouTube. This could be with, like a website. It could be your own blog. It could even be on YouTube. So, just to give you an idea, here's someone else that I follow named Sarah Louise, and she's built a large following on Facebook. over the past few years, and I've actually been following her for a while. But in this case, she primarily focuses on adding value in the niche that she's in. And then, she has her, call to actions and, inside of her, bio right here. So this is what I really cannot stress enough is if you're watching this video right now and you haven't really gotten any results or any if you haven't really gotten your massive breakthrough yet, it's probably because you aren't building up an audience and you're focusing on the fast and easy, quick ways of getting, that quick sale right then and there. So this is the mistake that a lot of people make that keeps them broke. And my main message to you is if you're on this video right now and you really want to get those long-term results, I really cannot stress this enough. Focus on building up an audience. Pick a platform that you spend the most time on, whether that's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, maybe it's, websites. Pick a platform, decide to master it, and focus on building up an audience on one of these platforms. And the more you do this, the more consistent that you are, the more you're going to have lots of free traffic, very high quality traffic coming in from the effort that you put in, once. So in my case, because I focused on YouTube, the benefit with YouTube is that, it's video traffic. It's known to be some of the highest quality traffic, but also it's on the platform forever. So as long as these videos are getting views, then they're bringing in traffic for me pretty much on autopilot. And that's how I generate a lot of traffic online, is with my YouTube channel. So that's pretty much the main thing that I wanted to really go over. But if you want to learn more about how to really build a long-term business online, if you want to learn more about how to do all this stuff step by step, then I do have a free training that you could actually check out, which is the very first link in my description, which says get instant access to my free affiliate jumpstart training here. When you click on this link, it's going to take you over to the page where you can request access to my free training that I put together myself. This is a free 4-day training that shows you how to build a highly profitable business online by selling other people's products. All you have to do right now is click that very first link down below, enter your name and email, and then from here you'll get instant access to my free training that I put together. But anyways, hope you got lots of value in this video. If you did, be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Give us a thumbs up if you really enjoyed it, and take care.